Hey everyone, it's Jason from GameRaveTV, and this is Pause Mode. Alright guys, so this week on Pause Mode, we're going to steer away from the Saturn for a little bit and jump back to the Neo-Geo CD as promised. Today's game is Burning Fight, a game so lacking in originality it might as well just been called Burning Sensation. So, Burning Fight is a side-scrolling beat-em-up in the vein of Streets of Rage, Final Fight, Double Dragon, etc. The only problem is that it basically almost stole everything from the previous games I just mentioned, among others. The storyline is you walk along and beat people up, and then go beat an end boss. There probably is some sort of weird storyline, but I couldn't find one. The game has three main characters, Duke, Ryu, and Billy, or as I like to call them, Cody, Guy, and the creepy guy from Fatal Fury. You pick one of the three characters, and your friend can pick one of the three characters, and you just walk left to right and beat up the bad guys. Now, in typical, beat-em-up fashion, you have kick, punch, and jump, etc. And while the controls are decent and, they work quite fine, the jumping and kicking or jumping and punching aren't quite as, easy to do. In fact, it's actually hit or miss most of the time. That would be fine if it weren't for the fact that most of the characters have insane damage structure. Like the fat Captain Kangaroo guy, and if you didn't get that reference, God, you're young. He will literally just beat the crap out of you no matter what you do. He's the only real character in the game, aside from the bosses, that truly make you realize this was a quarter cruncher. They were after your money. So like I said, the unoriginality in the game is just absolutely preposterous. Most of the bad guys can be literally referenced to their stolen material, like Captain Kangaroo dude is just the fat guy from Final Fight. The guys with the explosive are just the Mexican guy from Final Fight with a hat. Most of the bosses are parodies of other characters and so forth. Like the one wrestler guy could be lifted from any fighting game known to man. Graphically, it's a decent game. Even if it was like some crazy gorgeous animation, you can't get past the fact that everything just feels lifted and stolen. Like, even the end fucking boss is just Final Fight's wheelchair guy without the wheelchair. Oh, and they made him fruity purple instead of the, blue suit. Like, did they have like a half hour to make a game was just like, screw it, we'll do what we can? Like, it's so unoriginal, it's not even funny. On the positive side of things, if you do have a Neo-Geo CD or an MVS or you like to emulate, the one good thing Burning Fight has going for it is that it's actually short. Unlike Final Fight and Streets of Rage and some other beat-em-ups where it just feels like the game drags on forever, Burning Fight's only about 4 stages. So if you're looking for just to have a buddy over and drink a beer and play something simple, Burning Fight actually fits the bill quite nicely. Other than that, there's really nothing that makes it stand out from the crowd. To make matters worse, if you are a collector who likes to own something rather than just emulating it, Burning Fight is, for whatever reason, an expensive game. For those of you who don't know, I've been collecting the Japanese Neo-Geo CD library instead of the US one, because the US is frickin' impossible to even try, because they play in English in the American system anyway. But Burning Fight is like averaging between $75 and $100, even for the Japanese one. It'd be like charging $100 for like Super Mario Bros. 2. Like, it just makes no sense. So if you're looking to pick one up, you're gonna have to start saving your pennies. So there you have it. An average game with no originality, going for expensive amounts of money on a system that very few people collect for anyway. That being said, like I said, it's a short game and you can enjoy it, if you just don't take it seriously or what have you. But Burning Fight did actually have one original piece of content in the game, and that just happened to be this homeless guy who really doesn't do anything.